You've been waiting 4 long years. Intergalactic wars, thousands of hours of cutscenes, over 11,000 pages of dialogue. All of this is not in the demo.
Breathedge 2 is a humorous space survival game that puts players in the role of the Man as he embarks on a mission to save humanity from a threatening coffin army. Unlike its predecessor's linear design, this sequel offers an expansive sandbox environment where players can explore planets, manage their spaceship, and interact with a quirky cast of characters, including an immortal chicken companion. The game features comprehensive survival mechanics, requiring players to manage oxygen and resources while exploring space. The improved crafting system allows for permanent, upgradable items that can be dismantled to reclaim resources. Players must also manage their spacecraft crew, attending to their needs and moods to maintain efficient operations. What sets Breathedge 2 apart is its distinctive retro-futuristic style and absurdist humor, deliberately poking fun at serious space survival games. The game features an atmospheric soundtrack that complements its unique visual aesthetic. While a free demo is currently available on Steam, the full game's release date hasn't been announced yet. The game is expected to launch on PC through Steam, with potential console releases to be announced later.
I own an island off the coast of Costa Rica. Really spectacular, spared no expense. For this place, I wanted to show them something that wasn't an illusion. Something that was real.
Can anyone hear me? This is Dr. Maya Joshi. I've been left behind on Isla Nubla. Is anyone there?
Jurassic Park Survival is an intense first-person survival adventure that places players in the immediate aftermath of the original 1993 Jurassic Park film. Taking on the role of Dr. Maya Joshi, a stranded InGen scientist, players must navigate through the dangerous terrain of Isla Nublar, where various dinosaur species roam freely. The game emphasizes stealth and intelligence over combat, requiring players to use creative problem-solving and resource management to survive. Players will explore iconic locations from both the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World franchises, including the famous Park Gates and Visitor Center, while evading adaptive and intelligent dinosaurs like Velociraptors, Dilophosaurus, and the terrifying T-Rex. The game features a rich narrative experience with immersive environmental storytelling. Developed and published by Saber Interactive, Jurassic Park Survival is currently in development and will be released for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X, with the official launch date yet to be announced.
Few survive this world. But those who do awaken. The desert wants you dead, off-worlder. If the sands don't take you, the storms will swallow you whole. But you don't have to walk this path alone. In every danger, there is opportunity. The foundation of something greater. A power waiting to be harnessed. Desert power. Some claim to rule this planet. But Arrakis is yours to explore. To fight for. To conquer. But there are forces beyond even your control. Master Arrakis, and it will open your mind. This is your path to awakening.
Dune Awakening is a massive multiplayer survival game that drops you into the harsh desert world of Arrakis. Think of it as a mix between a survival game and an MMO, where you'll need to manage resources like water while dodging giant sandworms and brutal sandstorms. You can craft all sorts of cool stuff, from basic equipment to awesome vehicles like ornithopters, and even build your own fortresses. The game's combat system is pretty diverse, letting you fight with both traditional weapons and vehicles, and you can team up with other players or go solo. What's really interesting is that the game takes place in a different timeline where Paul Atreides doesn't exist, so even if you're a big Dune fan, you'll find some fresh storytelling here. There's also this neat faction system where you can join different groups and build relationships, which affects how your story plays out. The game world is super dynamic, with special server areas called sietches that keep things from getting too crowded. If you're into team play, you can join forces with other players to tackle bigger challenges, though you can totally play on your own, if that's more your style. The game is hitting PC first on May 20th, 2025, and they're planning to bring it to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S later on. So if you're a console player, you'll need to wait a bit longer to get your hands on it.
Swallow me down. Blinded at the pie, standing in the fire till the dreams went dead in the whites of their eyes. Nothing's growing where they fell. I think I'd rather know hell.
Into the Dead: Our Darkest Days is a side-scrolling survival game set in Walton City, Texas, during the 1980s scorching heat wave and economic crisis. Following a devastating zombie outbreak, players guide a group of survivors through the dangerous city streets while scavenging for resources and seeking safety. The game combines shelter management with stealth-focused gameplay, allowing players to establish and upgrade refugees while making crucial decisions about recruiting, deceiving, or eliminating other survivors. Players must carefully manage resources, craft tools and weapons, and navigate through the atmospheric ruins of Walton City without attracting zombie hordes. The game features a dynamic urban environment that changes over time, ensuring replayability, with an emphasis on stealth and resource management rather than direct combat. With its unique blend of side-scrolling gameplay, intense resource management, and emotional storytelling, Into the Dead. Our Darkest Days offers a fresh perspective on the zombie survival genre. The game will launch in early access on April 9, 2025 for PC. Lost Rift is an ambitious survival first-person shooter that combines base building, resource management, and intense PvP/PvE action in a mysterious archipelago setting. Developed by People Can Fly, the creators of Gears of War and Bulletstorm, players find themselves stranded on Pioneer's Landing, where they must gather resources, build shelters, and survive in a beautiful yet hostile environment. The game features a player-driven narrative where your choices shape your survival journey alongside robust base-building mechanics using modular tiles and crafting stations. Players can engage in dynamic expeditions across unstable zones, competing for valuable loot while facing both rival players and environmental challenges. The game's dramatic weather system, including hurricanes, fires, and dense fog, adds an extra layer of challenge to both exploration and combat. Supporting both solo play and cooperative multiplayer for up to 5 players, Lost Rift emphasizes player freedom and immersive survival mechanics. The game was unveiled at the Future Games Show Spring Showcase 2025. Lost Rift is scheduled to launch in early access in 2025, exclusively on PC through Steam. BLACKFROST. The Long Dark 2 is a post-apocalyptic survival RPG set in the Quiet Apocalypse world, where players navigate through the harsh city of Harmont and its surrounding wilderness. The game expands on the original with new survival mechanics, including a will-to-live system and character customization. Players can join online co-op to tackle environmental challenges like aurora effects and radioactive black frost. Enhanced graphics, deeper NPC interactions, and impactful choices shape both personal and community survival. Developed by Hinterland Studio, this ambitious sequel is expected to enter early access in 2026, initially launching on PC with plans to expand to other platforms in the future. Quite a Ride is an innovative first-person survival horror game that puts players in a unique situation, riding a bicycle through a constantly shifting, fog-covered rural landscape. The game's core survival mechanic revolves around keeping your smartphone battery charged by continuously pedaling. If you stop and the battery dies, the supernatural mist will consume you. Drawing inspiration from Stephen King's works and classic horror films of the 80s and 90s, the game creates an eerie atmosphere filled with lurking monsters and mysterious locations. As players traverse through deserted towns and bizarre laboratories, they must manage resources, decode cryptic phone messages, and explore a dynamic environment that changes as they progress. The game features psychological horror elements, realistic graphics powered by Unreal Engine 5, and an innovative pseudo-multiplayer system where the global community's collective efforts can unlock new content and alter the game world. Developed and published by Goodwin Games, Quite a Ride is currently in development for PC, with the release date yet to be announced.
I have returned from a hell beyond your darkest nightmares.
Let us stay on track, Dankovsky. You abandon everything and rush to a distant town.
Yes, to seek an immortal man. He was dead when I arrived.
Then a strange fever engulfs the town.
And as the sole physician, I declared a quarantine.
To keep others from interfering?
Interfering with what? I even established a hospital inside the theater.
Is that where you spread the sand plague?
Your records are absurd. I was trying to grant them one more day.
Yet your actions only hastened the town's downfall.
What exactly are you implying, Inspector?
No one is accusing you, Doctor. But consider, look at yourself. You failed. Utterly.
The plague mutated too quickly. And the patients, they deceived me again and again. I am no executioner, no inquisitor, no lawman, no soldier. I am a doctor, a man of science.
I wonder if you still know who you are. If you could begin anew, would you make the same choices?
Every decision I made was just. But something I would change.
Pathologic 3 is a haunting survival horror game where players step into the role of the Bachelor, a city doctor known for his battle against death. Set in a plague-ridden remote town, the game follows the Bachelor's mission to unravel dark mysteries and attempt to conquer death itself while fighting a devastating epidemic. What makes this game unique is its innovative time travel mechanic, allowing players to revisit and alter key events through a surrealist time management system. Players have 12 days to save the town, but can explore multiple timelines and parallel realities to make different choices and influence outcomes. The gameplay combines intense medical elements, where you'll diagnose patients, research pathogens, and implement quarantines, with deep narrative choices that affect both individual lives and the broader community. The game maintains the series' signature surreal atmosphere, exploring themes of psychological deterioration, mortality, and the absurd nature of existence through its storytelling. Developed by Icepick Lodge and published by Hype Train Digital, Pathologic 3 is set to release in 2025 for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. And
Adventure called, a brave few answered, and the expedition set sail. Among them, an elite band of explorers, some of Gilliner's finest. They were bound for uncharted waters in pursuit of a legend. Ashenfall. Had only they known the danger. Dragons, winged death descended from the skies. Blades were drawn and spells cast, but the dragons rained ruin. and so they vanished into the wild. They adapted, endured, wielded magic, sharp as steel, wits keen as arrows, always searching for a way to call for aid. And at last, they found it. The heroes are on their way, and the dragons, they'll never see it coming.
RuneScape Dragonwilds is an exciting open-world survival game that combines the rich lore of RuneScape with modern survival mechanics. Set in Ashenfall, a forgotten continent ravaged by wild magic and powerful dragons, players must survive as stranded adventurers while uncovering ancient secrets and ultimately confronting the fearsome Dragon Queen. The game features an innovative magic-infused survival system where players can use spells for everything from resource gathering to combat, alongside traditional survival elements like crafting, base building, and skill progression. Players can explore the vast landscape solo or team up with up to 3 friends in co-op mode, discovering ruins, battling classic RuneScape creatures, and facing dynamic dragon encounters. The game introduces unique features such as magical crafting, PvP elements, and a comprehensive skill system inspired by RuneScape's classic progression mechanics. RuneScape Dragonwilds is available in early access on Steam. Under a Rock is an exciting upcoming procedural open-world survival and crafting game that takes place in a unique alternate evolutionary setting. In this vibrant world, players explore procedurally generated islands filled with oversized wildlife, Neanderthals, dinosaurs, and supernatural elements. The game offers an extensive range of features, including dynamic environments with day-night cycles, diverse biomes from jungles to underwater areas, and a comprehensive base-building system that allows construction anywhere on the island. Players can gather resources, craft tools, and survive either solo or with up to 10 players in online co-op mode. The game stands out with its colorful, cartoon-inspired aesthetic while maintaining challenging survival elements, including dangerous wildlife, environmental hazards, and resource management. Combat plays a significant role as players face various challenges, from hostile creatures to mini-boss fights against Neanderthals. The game features a deep character customization system and rewards exploration with discoveries of ancient ruins, secrets, and the ability to tame and ride creatures. Developed by Nordic Trolls and published by Gameforge, Under a Rock is built using Unreal Engine 5 and is scheduled for release in 2025 on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. Subnautica 2 is an ambitious underwater survival adventure game that takes players to a mysterious new alien ocean world. This new installment introduces groundbreaking features including 4-player cooperative multiplayer, allowing teams to explore together and build bases in the depths. The game features diverse biomes including underwater cliffs and coral fields, each with unique creatures and hidden secrets. Players craft tools, pilot submersibles, and can modify their DNA to adapt to the alien environment. The overhauled building system offers more customization options for underwater bases, while the mysterious plot revolves around pioneers exploring this new world under the suspicious guidance of their ship's AI. Set to release in 2025 as an early access title, Subnautica 2 will be available on PC, Xbox Series X and S, and will be included with Xbox Game Pass. Road to Vostok is a hardcore single-player survival FPS that throws players into a post-apocalyptic border zone between Finland and Russia. In this unforgiving game, players navigate through 3 distinct zones: the safer Area 5, a transitional border zone, and the dangerous endgame area called Vostok. The game features a realistic survival system with customizable shelters, permadeath mechanics, and a vast array of items and weapons. Based on real abandoned locations, the game world is interconnected through various transition points and populated by different factions including bandits, guards, and military. Players can interact with various NPCs including traders and special characters like the driver, fisherman, and shaman. The game offers deep customization with 300 to 500 items and 30 to 50 weapons, all supporting realistic survival mechanics. What makes Road to Vostok unique is its commitment to authenticity. There are no fantasy elements, just pure, challenging survival gameplay where death means losing most or all of your carried items. Road to Vostok is currently available in early access on PC via Steam.
Who were you before? Who did you love? What did you believe? It's too late to ask now. We all knew the risks when we ventured out beyond the gates. You helped us make something greater than the fear and death that surrounded us. We found hope in each other.
Need help. I'm surrounded. They're everywhere. There's way more than I was expecting.
And even if we bought the other survivors just one more day, the sacrifice would be worth it. It would always be worth it. And that helped us find the courage to keep going, to fight on. We needed it the most. I didn't know you well. But we'll keep your memory alive. Every sacrifice we make matters and will never be forgotten.
State of Decay 3 is an ambitious open-world survival game that thrusts players into a post-apocalyptic world where humanity teeters on the brink of extinction. At its core, the game focuses on building and managing a community of survivors while facing the constant threat of evolving zombies. Players must carefully balance resource management, base building, and defensive strategies, with the added tension of permanent death mechanics. Once a community member dies, their unique abilities are lost forever. The game features an extensive crafting system for creating armor, weapons, and vehicles, alongside improved combat mechanics for a more immersive experience. A significant addition is the 4-player co-op mode, allowing friends to collaboratively build and manage their survivor community. Developed by Undead Labs in collaboration with the Coalition using Unreal Engine 5, the game promises enhanced graphics and performance. While an official release date hasn't been announced yet, the game has been in development since its 2020 reveal, with recent updates shown at Xbox Game Showcase 2024. When it launches, it will be available on Xbox Series X and PC via Steam. Light. No Fire is an ambitious, open-world survival sandbox game from Hello Games, the creators of No Man's Sky. Set in a massive fantasy Earth-sized planet, players will explore diverse biomes filled with rideable creatures like dragons and uncover mysteries in a dynamic ecosystem. The game offers extensive customization options, allowing players to create unique avatars from various species including humans, rabbits, and foxes. With its robust multiplayer integration, players can build persistent settlements, team up with others, and leave their mark on the world through discoverable structures and named landmarks. The gameplay combines survival and crafting mechanics with RPG elements, featuring combat with traditional fantasy weapons like swords, shields, bows, and staffs. Players can also engage in quests from NPCs scattered throughout small outposts, adding narrative depth to the sandbox experience. The game has been in development for over 5 years by a dedicated team at Hello Games. Light No Fire is set to release in late 2025, launching initially on PC via Steam, with potential future releases on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, though console versions are yet to be confirmed. Renown is an ambitious multiplayer medieval survival game that combines intense skill-based combat with expansive world-building features. Players are immersed in a vast, persistent open world where they can engage in strategic melee combat inspired by games like Chivalry and Mordhau, construct elaborate fortifications and castles, and forge alliances or wage wars with other players. The game features a comprehensive crafting system and a unique progression mechanic based on reputation, allowing players to unlock new equipment and abilities as they prove their worth in battle and contribute to their community. The game's robust building system offers creative freedom in designing and defending strongholds, while the social aspects encourage diplomacy and strategic alliances. Renown delivers detailed environments, realistic lighting, and weather effects that enhance the medieval atmosphere. The game is optimized to handle large-scale battles and complex player interactions without compromising performance. Renown is currently in active development and will be exclusively available on PC through Steam, while the official release date hasn't been announced yet. Terminator Survivors is an upcoming open-world survival game that throws players into the post-apocalyptic world of the Terminator franchise. Set in 2009 after Judgment Day but before John Connor's resistance movement, the game combines survival mechanics with strategic gameplay in a rich narrative environment. Players must scavenge for resources, manage vital supplies like food and water, and build bases while navigating a dangerous world dominated by Skynet's machines. The game emphasizes both combat and stealth mechanics, with players often needing to avoid the deadly T-800 Terminators rather than engaging them directly. Players can experience this intense survival journey either solo or team up with up to 3 other players in cooperative mode. The dynamic environment features day-night cycles and weather systems that affect gameplay, while the crafting system allows players to create tools and upgrade weapons to outsmart their mechanical enemies. The game is scheduled to release in 2025.
Please, this is a state emergency announcement. The Rotor Laboratory, on behalf of the government, assures that none of the bacteriological attacks will harm citizens' health. I quote, "There are no risks of any kind. You are safe in your house. Not attempt leaving the city using transportation services." Food resupply is allowed once a week for each citizen. Please use the dedicated smartphone app to register yourself and check stocks. You can proceed to go to work, school, and shops around your block. It is crucial to have your ID card with you at all times in case of control. The Army has deployed autonomous civilian security robots. They are here to protect you.
Rooted is an upcoming post-apocalyptic survival game where players navigate a world devastated by global bacteriological warfare in the year 2100. In this immersive open-world experience, players explore diverse environments from abandoned cities to lush forests while gathering resources and establishing camps. The game features survival mechanics like scavenging, crafting, and base building with salvage materials. Players craft equipment and automate tasks using recovered parts. Both solo and multiplayer modes are available with in-game voice chat. Combat includes human and robotic enemies with realistic mechanics and friendly fire enabled. Rooted is currently in development and will be released in early access on PC through Steam and Epic Games Store, though the exact release date has not yet been announced.
It's been 50 long years. Every day remains a struggle for our people. Every step forward is paid in blood.
That's no reason to give up. You know that better than anyone.
But I have you. How many others have a goddess looking after them?
Not everyone is as special as you are, my dear Simeon. Even so, they are not alone. They have each other's back when it matters. I have seen them chase their dreams. I have watched them grow. At every turn, they surprise me with their adaptability, their resilience, and their grit.
You know the dangers they face. Only the exceptional can overcome those odds.
No, darling. Even ordinary people can do extraordinary things. Look how far our world has expanded. All because they chose to venture into the unknown. Don't hold their hand. Just open the door, and they'll do the rest.
Outward 2 is an ambitious open-world survival RPG that thrusts players into the role of an ordinary adventurer navigating a dangerous world. Set 50 years after its predecessor, the game introduces a dramatically enhanced dynamic world featuring a year-long calendar system, realistic weather patterns, and meaningful day-night cycles that influence NPC behaviors. Players will experience a completely revamped character creation and progression system, alongside more responsive combat mechanics that now include dual-wielding capabilities. The game boasts significant technical improvements, having switched to Unreal Engine 5, which delivers stunning visuals, enhanced lighting, and more immersive environments. Combat has been refined to be more tactical and engaging, with intelligent enemies featuring diverse attack patterns that require strategic thinking. The game also offers comprehensive multiplayer options, supporting both online and split-screen co-op gameplay, while maintaining the series' signature survival elements. Outward 2 is currently in pre-alpha development and is expected to launch around 2026 or later. The game will be available on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X. Wild West Pioneers is an immersive city-building and strategy game that transports players to the untamed American frontier. In this detailed simulation, players take on the role of a settlement founder, tasked with building and managing thriving communities in the Old West. The game features comprehensive settlement management systems where players construct various buildings, establish resource production chains, and appoint leaders like mayors and sheriffs to help govern their growing towns. Each settler in the game is uniquely simulated with individual needs and desires, creating a living, breathing world where every character contributes to the town's development. Players can expand their influence by founding multiple settlements, exploring uncharted territories, and establishing trade routes between their communities. The game boasts a dynamic world with day-night cycles affecting city life, detailed graphics that bring the Wild West setting to life, and an intuitive interface suitable for both newcomers and experienced players. The sandbox-style gameplay ensures each playthrough offers unique challenges and experiences through various quests and events. Wild West Pioneers is currently available in early access on PC, with a full release planned for 2025. While initially launching on PC, additional platform releases may be announced in the future.
Last winter, we were up on Farewell Ridge. We're watching the freaks. Thousands of them, I mean, too many to count. All I could think was, every one of us, man, woman, and child, are now homeless. What belongs to them now?
Bring it!
We'll survive.
I could have put Sarah on a chopper. I felt relieved. How fucked up is that? What if you could take it all back? How would you fix it?
You really think she's still alive? Billions of people are dead, but somehow she made it.
We don't have hope for a better life or for a future that matters. The hell are we fighting for?
Days Gone. Remastered is a visually enhanced and feature-rich version of the post-apocalyptic action-adventure game that originally launched in 2019. Players control Deacon St. John, a biker-turned-bounty hunter surviving in a wilderness filled with freakers, feral creatures created by a global pandemic. The remastered version brings significant improvements, including enhanced graphics with better foliage draw distance, improved shadows and lighting, and support for PS5 Pro. Players can enjoy new features such as DualSense controller integration, offering immersive haptic feedback for everything from motorcycle engines to weapon handling. The game introduces 3 exciting new modes: Horde Assault for intense survival combat, Permadeath for the ultimate challenge, and Speedrun for time trial enthusiasts. Additionally, it includes expanded accessibility options and an enhanced photo mode with new creative tools. Days Gone Remastered is set to launch on April 25, 2025, exclusively for PlayStation 5, with all new content simultaneously releasing for PC players through the Broken Road DLC. PS4 owners can upgrade for $10, while new players can purchase the game for $50.